Hey, it's Charlie, and I want to show you a new thing that I just added in called the QuickPaste tool, which is pretty cool in that it lets you paste in big chunks of text without having to retype it all, and it puts it all in the right fields for you. So like here, up on my website, you see there's my contact information, and it's got my name, address, and then it's got like 10 website addresses. It's got my Twitter address, my BandCamp address, my Facebook address, all that stuff. So if we take all that, we highlight it and copy it, just go up to the edit menu and copy it, then we can go back into BandMgr and we can paste it right in using the QuickPaste tool. And you get to the QuickPaste tool from the contact screen. So we go to the contact screen here, and then down in the lower right hand corner you see these things called the utilities. And one of the utilities is the QuickPaste tool. There are a bunch of other utilities in there too. Book a gig at this venue, export, etc. And that'll grow over time. But right now, the QuickPaste tool is one of the new things. Just click the Go button there when you've selected QuickPaste tool, and it will take you to this thing called the QuickPaste tool. And you'll see what it automatically did is it took that section of text that we copied from that website, and it slammed it all into the proper fields for you. Even the YouTube address, the Twitter address, the BandCamp address, everything. They're all in there. And it's ready to just put into your contacts file. Now just click that button to do the quick paste, and it transfers it over. Okay? So then you can go back into the contact screen and you'll see that there it is. All that information has been pasted into your contact screen, and you can start entering notes, booking gigs at that location, whatever it is that you want to do with that contact. Send them press releases or whatever it is that you're going to do with that contact. Whether they're a venue, a fan, etc., right? Press contact, a radio station, anything. So it works for some other sites too. Like one other cool one is the Indie Contact newsletter. They send out a newsletter every month from the Indie Bible, and they give you a bunch of these contacts that you can copy and paste in. Now it's a little bit of a funky kind of a format. So watch, you'll see that it takes a little bit to get it to go in just right, but that's because the tool is pretty flexible, okay? So let's go up and just copy this section of text. We got all the notes and the name and address and everything, right? They're all there, the phone number, the email, everything's there. So we'll just copy it, switch back over to BandMgr now, and we'll go over to the right on there and hit our QuickPaste tool again, and we'll look at it. And you see that it put the notes in down the bottom, that whole paragraph of notes, that's all in there. And it put the website in, and it put the email address in automatically. But then up at the top, you see it's a little weird. It's like first name and last name were Substream Magazine, and the title is holding the address. And that's just because this data is not exactly how we want it to look on the screen to parse it. All you need to do to fix these Indie Contact newsletter ones is put 2 returns in the beginning of the section, which is where their first name and last name and title would usually be, okay? And then you'll also notice that he doesn't have it formatted in a typical address. He's got the city and state and the street address all on the same line, right? So if you just put a return between that street address and the city, and then hit the button here, see this button in the middle that sort of pastes it over? Then you see that everything's put in the right way. It even drops the person's name in the top, their city, their state, the address, everything's in there. And then you can go down, do the quick paste, and it slams it right in. Okay? So you go back, it says it transferred it, you can go back, look in your contact screen, and there it is. It's all ready to go. So you can start contacting this person, sending them your music, getting press for your music, etc. So that's right out of the Indie Bible, Indie Contact newsletter. So that's another cool one. Now another thing it'll do is it'll also grab like text out of an email. So for example, someone sends an email and they've got that whole bottom section of text there with their name and address and stuff. And these are sometimes formatted a little differently. So you just want to know that when we copy it, here I'll go back up and copy it for you. When you copy it, you might have to modify it a little bit when you go back into BandMgr. So again, we go over into our contact screen, we hit the QuickPaste tool, it tries to slam it in. You see it's just off by a little bit. Where are the city, state, and zip? So we go over and we look at it and we realize that we just have to format it a little differently. Like there was a blank line in there. We're going to take that out. And then there were 2 lines for company in this particular address. So we just, make them into 1 line. Maybe put a slash in between them. And then hit the button again. And you watch it slam over. And then it's all in the right fields for you. And you just hit the quick paste button to quick paste it in. It puts it in there for you, transfers it, and then you can go to the context screen again to see it. There it is. Okay, so that's the new QuickPaste tool. One other thing that's kind of cool about this QuickPaste tool, and again, I'll just go over to show you, is that currently I've only got one little parser. It says use a parser, and in the past I had like 15 of these. I've simplified it down to just one parser for now. But I can add parsers in and we can parse different types of websites. So you'll see as we go over time here that I'll be adding functionality to this QuickPaste tool. But for now, this is all it does. Alright, awesome. Tell me what you think. Talk to you soon. Bye.